What is up, YouTube? It is Fitness with E here, and I'm coming through today with my supplement video. A lot of people ask, what stuff are you taking? So here we go. I got two pre-workouts right here. We got I'm pretty sure the name of the company, and I love this pre-workout. It hits you with so much good energy right at the start. You know, you're coming into the gym, you're pumping, you're ready to make some gains, you're ready to lift some heavy fucking weight. Now with this one, Jacked, I like it a lot too. It's a more over time pre-workout. So if you're trying to do a long workout, you know, maybe you're doing like chest, shoulders, and tris, you need that energy throughout, I highly suggest Jacked. Now, I'm not taking them at the same time. I cycle off between my pre-workouts. So right now I'm taking this one, and maybe in a few weeks I'm gonna cycle off, then not take pre-workout for 3 weeks, maybe something like a month, and then I'm gonna hop on the Jacked. And I've tried a lot of different pre-workouts. I like to switch them up. Otherwise, I get used to them. I like Beast is a good one. Bull Knox. So there's a lot of them. One that I don't like is C4. Nothing against Cellusaur. You know, you guys are a good company, but I don't know. I never found it as a good pre-workout. It never really did anything for me. But if you're taking C4 and if it's doing work for you, then it's good. Next things is the creatine. So here's the concrete creatine. Now the difference between this creatine and why it's so small compared to everything else, it's a microdosed creatine, meaning that it's a smaller amount of creatine than you'd be getting from normal creatine. And I take this on my off days because it stimulates muscle rehabilitation, and it's really good. I honestly love it. On your off days, you're sore. It really helps bring your muscles together, ready to go for your next gym day. And then we have, this is Beast Creatine Monohydrate. The label fell off, sorry about that. But yeah, so this is Beast Creatine. And at the moment I'm taking them at the same time. But with the difference between creatine monohydrate and microdose creatine is that creatine monohydrate has to be cycled. I cycle this. It really depends. I take creatine when I'm bulking, which is what this is for. And at the moment I am bulking, so I'm on creatine monohydrate and this right now. But I plan to cycle off the creatine monohydrate relatively soon. I'm not exactly sure when, but when I do cycle off, I'm off it for maybe a month and a half. But the difference with the microdose creatine is you do not have to cycle. So even when I'm off this, I will still be taking the microdosed creatine on my off days. And yeah, so I only have 2 to 3 off days a week. So I'm really not taking this that often. But it's good. It really helps muscle rehabilitation. So I highly suggest that. And creatine, what it does, if you don't know what it does, is your body naturally has creatine. You get creatine from fish and meat, and I'm not sure if chicken has it. I think it does. But what it does is that it helps water get to your muscles. So obviously you can eat a crap load of fish or steak, but you'll never get to the amount of creatine that you would get from this. And it's really good for muscle endurance. If you're working out and you see that your muscles are getting tired quickly, creatine might not be a bad idea because it physically puts water into your muscles. And yeah, you might lose cutness, which is I lost a little bit of cutness, but it's whatever. When I hop off mass gainer and creatine and I cut, then I will be cut. But at the moment, I'm trying to build some strength right now. That's my current goals at the gym. Creatine is really good for that. It puts water straight in your muscles. Your muscles have a lot more energy. You got more energy. So if you're trying to do some high intensity workouts, I'm a big advocate on creatine. But that's me. That's my opinion. You guys are your own people. Anyway, and then this is Mass Gainer. Mass Gainer is great. If you're trying to gain some quick weight, Mass Gainer is where it's at. And it's really not that bad for you. It has a big carb load, so if you're a diabetic, Mass Gainer might not be for you, or if you have high cholesterol and stuff like that, you might not want to be taking Mass Gainer. But if you're healthy, then you're skinny, you're trying to gain some weight, I highly suggest some Mass Gainer. In the serving, it does have 60 grams of carbs, which is a lot, but everything else it really doesn't have that bad of stuff in it, and it also has a decent amount of amino acids in it, which are proteins that also help muscle rehabilitation. And the important thing about Mass Gainer is you do not want to take it as a meal replacement. You want to take it as a meal add-on, meaning you want to be drinking your Mass Gainer and eating the same amount of food. If you're using it as a meal replacement, you're not going to be gaining weight because you're just replacing a meal. So you got to make sure that you're taking this on top of everything else. And if you're asking why I don't have like a big thing of whey, when I'm drinking Mass Gainer, I don't really drink another protein shake on top of it. It's not really necessary. Mass Gainer serving has 46 grams of protein if you drink it with water, and then 62 if you drink it with milk. So it has plenty of protein in it, and I don't really need the shakes on top of that. But when I'm in my cutting month and I'm not going to be drinking Mass Gainer, then I will be drinking protein shakes. And so that's it. I'm not taking too much stuff. Remember, cycle. You don't have to cycle, and that's pretty much it. So thanks, guys. My next week video will be a shoulder day, and I'll see you guys. Peace.